Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be dehydrating some blueberries. Getting ready for the PCT. I'm probably going to use them mainly on putting them in with some oatmeal, which is basically something similar to oatmeal, but it doesn't have any oats. I'm probably going to be using that just to get some micronutrients in there, a little bit of flavor. And I've dehydrated them before, and I put them in some pemmican, which I'm also going to take. Or plan to take. And one of the problems with blueberries is that they take a long time to dehydrate. And I will basically buy food only that I dehydrate, that I buy on sale, and then I try to dehydrate them and make my own meals. Because, if it's going to be a regular price, sometimes it's better just to buy them already prepackaged, pre-made by some company like Mountain House or Backpacker's Pantry. There's Next Mile Meals, I believe it's called. There's several of them out there. You can Google them and find them. So, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and just start the process. Okay, so these they have little holes on these racks. They're kind of big. I have a Gourmet dehydrator that I'll show a little bit later. I don't remember which is the model. Had it already for a couple of years. They have different ones in the market, Nesco and a few others. I like the one that I have because it works very well. And it only costed less than $100. I got it on Amazon, and it doesn't cost that much, and it does a great job. And they're sideways. I find that parchment paper does very well. Voila. Next is going to be the cutting, and then dehydrating. The cutting is the most monotonous part. The dehydrating is just a matter of waiting. The dehydrator does all the work. So, okay. Okay, so here are the blueberries. Each one of these is 6 ounces. I have purchased or looked for dehydrated blueberries in the stores, and I have found several stores that have dried blueberries, but they're not dehydrated. And the way I can tell is because I look at the package and you can see some moisture like that's on my hand right now. But this should be even. I've done these before, not in blueberries, but with other fruits, and if they're not even, they won't dehydrate at the same rate. So you try to make it as even as possible. Okay, so here is the trays already put in. And the dehydrators, I got one of them that's a little closer than I would like. I think this one here. Oops. Separate it a little bit. All that really matters when it comes to dehydrating. You want enough airflow to go through there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays in there. And I'm going to put the top in, come to my on button. Automatically it goes to 10 hours. I'm going to leave it at 10 hours. That's a timer. I'm going to get the temperature. It's 158. I want to lower that down. I'm going to put it at 140. Right there. So I got it for 10 hours at 140 degrees. And right now it is 3:04 in the afternoon of November the 17th. So I'll check on it. Hi, I'm back again. So this right here, you probably, if you look at it, you probably think it's beef jerky, because that's what it looks like. But this is blueberry leather. So this is the one that I ground the most. Over here is the one that I cut into little seeds, or not seeds, but little halves and sometimes quarters. And this is pretty It's pretty good. Feel like dried blueberries. And I'm going to put them here in my food processor. Here's the one that I quickly, I don't know if you can see this, but I just kind of quickly pulsed this. So I am going to get this, and I'm going to put them in different packages. I'm not going to put them as part of the meals. I'll put them in little vacuum seal bags, and I'll be able to use them. I might once I send them out to myself, I'll put them in little baggies, little snack bags, and then I'll put them in whatever food I'm making. Probably, like I was mentioning before, the oat meal, which has mentioned before already. It has hemp hearts, which is hemp seeds without the shell. Doesn't that look just like beef jerky? We're diabetic. That's why the channel is called D2. In the medical field, I scrubbed. Just got home. It's DM2. I just didn't want to put the M in there. Oh god, it's tart. Really good though. Here's some more. Like I said, it looks just like beef jerky, but obviously it's not. And so yeah. So what I ended up doing, I started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. About 10 o'clock at night, which is 6 hours later. Am I right? 3 to 9 is 6, 7 hours later. I put the dehydrator back to 10 hours, kept it still the same, and the same 140, and then once I did that, so I made it 10 hours after 10 o'clock at night. So 7 plus 10 is 17 hours. And that's how long it took, 17 hours. And I'm satisfied with it. I could, I think, dry it up a little bit more, but I'm going to. Sorry for loud. Being that it's a food processor, it's kind of powdery, but it does have some chunks in there, little small thin chunks, which for me that's okay. So basically here's the consistency. I don't know if you can see that. Turn the light on over here. Sorry for moving you. Okay. For me that's good enough, but I can put this in a coffee grinder and then grind it even further, which I'm probably going to do. So that little bit that I put is about 3/4 of a cup. After I grind it, it'll probably go down a little bit more. For 16 ounces, it would come up to 6 ounces, which this right here is 6 ounces. So this right here would be a pound of blueberries. I don't have to put a lot in my meals, just that much. That's all. And that'll help me with flavor, a little bit of nutrients. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to continue doing this, and then later on I'll put everything in a little freeze-dried bags. And actually right now I'm just going to put it in those mason jars and vacuum seal the mason jars, because it's right now it's November. My start date is not until March, late March. So therefore, I don't need to put them into plastic sealed bags right now. I'll do that closer to my start date, and I'll just keep them. I'm gonna have a lot of room here, but August 23rd, 2018. These are figs, dried figs. Those have a lot more sugar, but I still want to get those and put them in a grinder, and I'll use them because I'm going to be hiking a lot. And even though I'm low carb because I'm a diabetic, I know I can still have some sugar. So I'm going to get those and grind them up. This right here, April 20, 2018, strawberries. Same thing. Diced tomatoes. These diced tomatoes, I may or may not grind them up, I don't know. You can grind anything up. When we eat on a trail, it's not so much to make it a gourmet meal, but it's for flavor and nutrients. Or flavor helps, but nutrients and just hunger. More diced tomato. I think it's the same date. And see, this was like June 19th. This is mango. And since I've done it, I mean, it's still sealed. It's still under a vacuum, and they're dehydrated and perfectly fine. So a lot of this stuff is going to get chopped up. Some of it's going to be on a processor. The other part's going to be ground completely in a. Like the blueberries are definitely not going to be ground all the way. This stuff here is relatively new. That was just a couple of days ago. The ground beef. This is dried chicken. The chicken, I didn't date it. It's so little. I'll probably cook something with it here before I go on the trail. Anyway, hopefully this gives you guys an idea of the kind of things that I'm making for the trail. I'm not going to dehydrate everything. I am going to buy some of the freeze-dried meals or dehydrated meals. And I'll probably be using some of these throughout the week, and I'll use purchased meals throughout, and I'm going to try to, I'll try to treat myself here and there, but I'm going to try to minimize that. That's the idea right now. Things can change, but we'll find out. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me do everything else. I'll probably just show you a final product in this video, but I probably won't do it for a couple of days. Okay, all right, thank you. No, Olive Oil's not here. She's at a birthday party with my grandkids, and I just got home from work, so. Okay.